Okay, so I'm back with another video. I wasn't sure what I was going to film today. My grandmother, who is 99 years young, and a very strong person in everybody's lives. She's not doing well right now. Anyway, while we're going to be sad to see her pass, we are happy that she's going in comfort and joy, and she's not in any pain. Because I learned a lot about needlework from her, this particular video, is going to be dedicated to her. So, that being said, no more crying. Okay. So I wasn't sure I was going to do this video because of all that going on, and this is definitely going to be a multi-part video because I have to dig different bits and parts out from different places around the house. I don't know where everything is at, and I'm going to have to do some cleaning while I'm at it because the dust is just making me wheeze. It's just not pretty, and I haven't been able to do a lot of cleaning lately because of the shoulder. Anyway, I did find my box. It's a cute little suitcase, right? I found it at Ross Dress for Less, which is a clothing and housewares discount store here in the United States. And I got it quite a while ago. It's made out of wood. I was thinking about looking it up and repurposing it actually for something else. I want to put my bookbinding supplies in it. I do have a lot. Sorry guys. So I do have a lot of bookbinding supplies, and the little box that they're in, they've outgrown the box. And I'm not going to get rid of them, even though I can't do a lot of bookbinding right now, because I am planning on 2 resolutions for this year. Number 1, getting my health under control. Number 2, getting my shoulder fixed, because I'm not going to stop creating art, and I'm not going to stop crafting and doing what makes me happy. That being said, starting today, I started walking. I'll be doing that every morning, 4 or 5 mornings a week. And I have a particular path here in California that I used to walk a lot when I was training to do the Avon Walk for breast cancer. And it goes up into the hills, into the county park behind my house. So I did it this morning. I'll keep doing it. I'm going to cut some of the starchy things out of my diet. And sweet things, M&Ms, yeah. The M&M stash drawer is empty. It's going to stay that way. I'm not necessarily looking to lose a lot of weight. If that happens, great. But I would like to just get healthier. And that's also something I get from my grandmother. So that being said, as soon as I got home, I thought to myself, I need to dig this box out today. So I did. And I forgot about some of the things in here. So I used to be part of a group on YouTube that we made and exchanged Dottee dolls. So I have a lot of cute little dolls, some of which were made by other people. I have a note inside each one of them who made the doll. Some were made by me, like that one. Here's another one. It's a crazy doll, huh? I had to do an exchange. I always did at least 2, and I always kept one. Let's see if I can get that without the glare. There we go. I have a few of these ones. These are just toothpicks. There's another one. I had to do a chef exchange. So here's a little chef doll. Here's one somebody else made for me. So these faces on these dolls that I made in here, these are printed on cotton fabric. I actually drew a sheet of faces, and then I printed it using my printer here at home onto cotton. Whenever I wanted to make dolls, I would just print a new sheet of faces. These here are hand embroidered faces. This one somebody else made. And that's what I do now. See, I don't even know what's in here. It's cards that go. I always signed and dated the dolls. Vampire swap. Oh, here's a vampire doll that I did. He's cute. He has a spider hanging at the bottom. Here's another one. This is for wild hair swap. Another one. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Here's a bumblebee. I don't remember which swap this is for, but he's cute. Here's another one from the chef swap. Here's one that I did. Let's see what else is in here. Here's another one. Some of them are big. When I first started making dolls, I didn't know how big they were supposed to be or not be. So I would just do huge. Here's another Asian doll. Ooh, another vampire doll. Isn't he cute? Let's see. That one cute. There's one more Asian doll. I have a lot. This particular, I've made all these ones that are like this. I have a lot of them. I must have made a whole bunch of them and then only swapped like one. Then we also would have Dottee doll bookmark swap. I also have flowers in here. I don't know what those are from. So I have this one. And then I have this one. And then I have all these that I did. I did not know these were still in here. Yeah, there's a lot of them. So I have these Dottee, they're Dottee doll bookmarks. Oops, there you go. Aren't they cute? Okay, so I'm going to show you how I make the current kind of Dottee dolls that I make. These ones that I've been given by other people I'm going to keep, but some of these that I've made I would be willing to swap. If you're interested in swapping a doll with me, let me know. If you saw a particular one that you're interested in swapping for, let me know. Vicky Franco Betancourt, evidently I have a lot of your dolls because you and I swapped a lot. Anyway, so I'd be willing to swap some of these ones that I've made with other people because I do love the Dottee dolls. They are supposed to be little like this. I think this is the biggest they're supposed to be. It's been a while since I made a Dottee doll, but some of these that I made are a little big, like this one's kind of big. I mean, whatever you want to make, I'm okay with. I love little dolls, so little known fact about them. Little handmade dolls, love them. Alright, so I'm going to clean all of this up. Figure out where I'm going to put them, because I want to repurpose the box. I don't know. It's a different videotape. I'm going to get the current ones that I make and my needlework bag, and I'll show you how I do them now. I'll be right back. So the first thing I do when I make anything to do with sewing and fabric, at least, is I make a pattern. For the current kind of Dottee dolls I do, I have two sizes. I have some on my bulletin board here. I'm going to take them off. Okay. So these are the regular size patterns I have, and I use plastic retail store signage. It's just this is a garbage piece. It's very thin. It's like poster board weight, only it's plastic. The current shapes I do are a star shape. This is the mini. This is the regular size. So this is the mini. And I have the pattern of 3 stars. You know, the largest for the blue, and then the red, and then the white. I also do a heart. So here is the heart. This is the mini. This is the regular size. I have these minis hanging on my bulletin board. They were actually made for a magazine that was looking for doll submissions, and they wanted them to be a small size, so I made this mini version, and they didn't choose my dolls, but I got them back, so that's all good. Okay, the kind I make most of the time are either mermaids, so this is the mini, let's see, this is the regular, or angels. So here's a mini, and here is the same body shape in a regular, so you can see how much smaller she is. Oops. The angel does have 2 body shapes. Here's the other one, and here is that one in a mini. And then I have a pattern for the wings. I actually have 2 patterns for wings, and I've always used this one. I never have used the other one. I don't know why. So here's the other pair of wings. I think they're too much like dragonfly wings. I don't know, but I saved it. I like it. I also have a pattern for the face. So this little oval is the face. So what I do is I take a piece of flesh-colored felt, and I always use wool felt. You can use any kind of felt. I prefer to work with wool felt, but you can use just plain inexpensive craft felt. There's no reason except that I just have a preference for wool felt. So I take a little piece of flesh-colored felt, and I draw a bunch of the ovals on there. Then I hand embroider the faces, and it's just back stitch. And then the mouth is just 2 chains that are put together to look like a heart. That's it. And then I cut all the faces out. And then I have a bunch of bodies, which I'll show you. Let's see. So I have this bag of bodies. So at times when I need to work on dolls, I just have this bag of bodies, and I'll just grab 2 of them. And I'll start, because you need 2. You need one for the front and one for the back. So I have a big, looks like there's extra felt in here too that I didn't quite get cut out yet. This bag is dusty. My hands are dusty now. So here's my other box I found. So in this box I have a little bag of polyfill. You know, I just refill it from a bigger bag and just stick it in this and keep this in the house. What is in here? Oh, see, so then the next step is, these are ones that are ready for the next step. So the next step is you just use some embroidery floss, the same color as your flesh-colored fabric, to attach the face to one side of the body. So see. And usually I do that to a whole bunch of them, because see, this is in here too. While I'm doing that, I'm looking for embroidery floss in my stash. This is about the same color as the body felt. You don't have to do that. It could be contrasting color, but I like it to match. Oh, random little box of buttons. I'm guessing I was going to use those for embellishments. What else is in here? Okay, here's some more embellishments. Obviously somebody gave me a whole bunch of stuff the last time I put this together. So here are my mini patterns. They're just on the binder ring. It keeps them neat, easy to find. You can embellish your Dottee dolls with anything. Here's some jingle bells. I did intend on putting those at the bottom of the little string of beads that hangs at the bottom on some of them. Fabric roses. paper clips. Honestly, yeah, some of them, that twirly thing in the middle, that's a paper clip. It's not glued on, it's just sewn on. Seed beads. Ribbon, I did not know was in here. Obviously, that was probably going to be some sort of embellishment on some of the dolls. Let's see. There's a Tupperware box in here. What's in here? Oh, more dolls. Oh, wings. Wings and embellishments. Oh, look at these. Didn't even know I had them. Look at this whole bag of stuff here. So we need beading needles. So the only tricky part to this is when you're going to make these dolls, you really need to have a little small beading needle or you won't get the needle through the seed beads. I obviously have to go through this. There's stuff in here I did not know was in here. So when I get ready to do the hand work on them, again, here's another pair of those scissors I spoke of before. These are a little bit bigger, but they're from the medical supply. Was wondering where they went. I found them laying underneath something. This is just a plastic, like, cafeteria tray. I actually have two of them. This is a piece of velour. It's just like a piece of an old blanket. It's dusty. And I put it in the tray. And when you're working on the dolls and you can pour seed beads out on here, and they're not going to go anywhere. So they aren't going to go like rolling around everywhere. They're going to stay on the velour in the tray. So this is where I work when I'm working with the beads. The beads go on here. And of course, like everything else in my art and craft room, I have a ton of seed beads. Because, yeah, you know, I have to have every color. So there's not usually a color that I don't have or can't make it work with a color I do have, because I have this whole box this is just full of tubes of seed beads, and there's a little piece of velour up here, but it's just full of seed beads. That's it. So anybody who is out there, if you're interested, and these are just basic embroidery stitches you can learn anywhere. So this is just a blanket stitch. This is a back stitch. This is just a chain, one chain, and then the other chain coming in from the other direction to form the little heart. And then the two sides are sewn together with back stitch, and not back stitch, sorry, blanket stitch. And when I get it so they're almost all the way sewn around, I leave a little hole and I stuff the polyfill in, and then I continue sewing it closed. Then I add, well, on the mermaid here, they usually get 2 or 4 little strings of seed beads and some little charm or something at the bottom, and then a loop of seed beads at the top. The angels only have one with a little charm. I was thinking recently, some of these, instead of putting the ring of seed beads at the top, I could do some other kind of loop or a metal closure and turn it into like a charm. I could hang it on one of my art journals. I thought that would be cute. So, and this one is done the same way. So after I finish them, and I've got it stuffed and the face is on there, I will put the loop on and the danglies with the charms, and I also will embroider the front. So I'll add buttons and flowers near the face normally, with sometimes a few beads. In this case I did little scallops, and if I'm not mistaken, that's just little blanket stitches, like all jammed together to just make these little scallops, and then with beads in between. Yep. And then on this one, she's got a paper clip on her belly, and it's held down with those little strings of seed beads, and then it's got a little flower. And I know I had another one. I don't know where she went to. This one has beads and stars, and here's the heart one. So they're all different. I usually just use what I find around in my studio. Oh, here's the other one. So that heart-shaped piece behind the flowers here on her belly, that's another paper clip. So if you're interested in making some dolls and maybe swapping with me, let me know. I do obviously have some that are already made. If we could do, you know, certain ones if y'all want. But, you know, gather some of your miscellaneous buttons, paper clips, little ribbon roses and things. See what you have laying around. And why don't you make some little Dottee dolls? They make cute Christmas ornaments. When I do Christmas shows, usually I do a lot of angels and I sell them. I can't keep them in stock normally. I didn't do that this last year, which is why all this stuff is all dusty. Plus it's like the last craft thing, well, second to last craft thing that I have to clean out when we did the garage studio move and purge. This stuff was already in the house and I didn't want to have to deal with it at that time, so I left it. So you can hear me getting froggy, it's from the dust. Anyway, I love to embroider. I do it all the time. And, oh, I wanted to show you one more bag. Where'd it go? Okay, this bag I got from Joann's. This is got all of my... This is the bag that I take with me when I'm going out somewhere to do dolls, like, on the go. So one of the things that got me started in doing Dottee dolls was this book by Nellie... can't pronounce your last name, it's French. My French is not that good. So it's called Felties. I love this doll. She's the one that gave me the idea for the way that I do dolls right now. I don't know what this is. It's been a while since... Oh, my original patterns. My original Dottee doll patterns, they were too big. See, here's... So I always make them out of cardboard. Always. Or plastic or something. So that lives in this pocket right here. There are side pockets on this bag. I don't know what's in them because it's been a while since I've been in the bag. Ooh, silk ribbon. Didn't know that was in there. Yeah, I'm not sure that needs to be in there because that's actually something I use for something else now. Probably should go through some of this stuff every now and then. More silk ribbon. Yep, see? Yep. That's the kind of thin, small, like silk ribbon that you use for like ribbon embroidery, which you could do on these dolls. That would be very pretty. So I have this bag of small ribbon roses. These dolls aren't very big, so you don't want big ones. This is just a sheet of white felt. This is what I cut the wings out of. And then what I really liked about this bag was that it came with all of these drawers. And in these drawers I can store seed beads and buttons and charms and parts. And up on top here I have some needles. Never have enough needles. This is the flesh colored felt that I cut faces out of. And there's more pockets on the inside. I got this at Joann's. I used a coupon. It wasn't very expensive. Oh, seed beads. Transfer pen. Scissors. I'm going to have to clean this out today now that I know what's in here. Thread, more needles, more thread, because you know, not enough thread, really. So anyway, so yeah, so I have this just bag. This needs to be condensed and cleaned a little bit, but this is just for making Dottee dolls because I really love making them. When I get the urge, I want to just be able to grab the bag and go and do my embroidery. Sometimes if we're going on a road trip, I'll take one of these bags with me. I have a regular embroidery bag that also has mini cross-stitch kits in it, and then I have this Dottee doll bag. And I have an art journaling bag too. It just depends on the mood that I'm in. I grab one of them to take with me almost all the time. That's it for right now. Alright, so my love of embroidery and needlework. There's more. Another thing I like to do. So make some dolls. See what you think. Maybe you can get the Felties book at your local library and take a look at it. She's got some really cute designs in there. It's a really good book. I'd forgotten where I put it, so now I know where it's at. I think that's it for right now. This is dedicated to my grandmother, Jenny Bronzini. Without her, I would not know as much about needlework as I do. Her and my Aunt Sylvia, her daughter. I spent a lot of time with them, and yeah, they're the ones that taught me how to do transfers old school. What does that mean? Carbon paper. So in the old days, we would have, you know, taken a design for the face, and you would have put it over the fabric with carbon paper in between. You press down hard, and, you know, that's how you do your transfer. We have fun things like transfer pencils that wash off now, so we don't have to do that. But yeah, carbon paper with coloring book pages for the design. Somewhere, it may be long gone. I don't know. I did a lion. I think maybe my niece Megan has it framed. It was from a coloring book page, and it wasn't super well done, but I did it when I was really young, and I know it's floating around somewhere. All right. Maybe one of these days I can acquire it, or at least film it on camera for you guys. I think that's it. Do some embroidery, see what you think. Incorporate maybe some of these little embroidered pieces into your art journals and some of your other work that you do. See how you can combine the love of one thing with the other and put them together. I think that would be fabulous. And of course, share the pictures and things with me and let me know what y'all think. And yeah, I guess I better go. I've got some cleaning to do. All right, see you later. And Grandma, we wish you Godspeed on that next step to the next journey, and we hope you get there safely and happily. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.